Welcome back to another segment of House Hunting with Brian. This is where we search online to see what's out there on the market. We share it with you. We've been kind of going through the states. We did Texas, we did New Mexico, and today we're going to do Arizona. I did a quick search. We searched based on square footage. We found some big properties out there in Arizona. I'm going to share those with you today. Let's take a look. I'm going to give you a quick look at these. Here's one for 10,000 square foot for $350,000. Here's another one that's 7,200 square foot for $299,999. And finally, we're going to look at this 6,600 square foot warehouse for $350,000. So there you see it, 3 large properties, plenty of square footage out there in sunny Arizona. Kind of looking based on square footage, and we're just kind of looking for a live-work type of building. Maybe that you could be a snowbird. I've always had that idea. So we kind of like to keep our eye out on Arizona, see what's out there, see what the market is offering, and maybe we'll spring on one of them one of these days. Let's see what we got today. First one here, here's a quick look at the photos. We'll get into that shortly, but here is the information. $350,000, the address is 1165 East 10th Street, Douglas, Arizona 85607. It has 10 bedrooms, 4 baths, and is 10,800 square foot. Estimated monthly payment on this one is $1,967. This one is labeled as a multifamily. No Zestimate on this one, but it was built in 1915. That's $32 per square foot. And over here, it doesn't have any homeowners association, or they don't give the square footage on the lot. What's special about this one? They're saying a corner lot, and it's replaced detached studio roof. And down here it shows that this one has been on the market quite some time. 1,815 days on Zillow, 365 views, and 16 saves. So I'm going to read off this description real quick, and then we'll get into the photos and take a closer look at this one. It says 2 buildings, 1 with 5 apartments, 1 detached little apartment, regularly maintained in good conditions. Good location, corner lot, apartments stay rented most of the time. Building is 4,660 square foot. The detached little apartment measurement is to be determined. Seller replaced a detached studio roof and covered with white coating the whole main building roof last November. So they had a little roof work to the side building, and let's take a closer look. So again, they're asking $350,000 for this one. They have 54 photos, so we're going to go through this kind of quick. But let's get a look at what you can get for $350,000 out there. A little investment property. There's a nice looking outdoor. It looks like Brook Construction. So built to last. 1165. You see it right there. There's the entryway door. And they say these apartments are rented most of the time. So that bodes well if you want to turn it into a rental and keep those apartments rented. As you can see, basic tile flooring. There's a look at the kitchens, and there's the big open rooms with the ceiling fans. Little bathroom shot, and again, a little fireplace in this one. So these apartments aren't completely bare bones. They do have the necessities, sinks and fridges and all whatnot. Big open room, and I can see why these stay rented out there in sunny Arizona. $350,000 they're asking for this one. We're getting a good look at what you get for that kind of money out there. Little stove, easy little rentals, little apartments you can rent out, and this would be kind of a fun little investment property if you want to become a landlord. $350,000 you could invest in this one and make a pretty penny if you can keep these apartments rented. Not sure that's something I would want to do. There's a look at the outdoor. That might be the roof that they replaced in the side building, it looks like. But let's take a closer look. There's a little AC unit in this one. You're going to need those air conditioning units out there in Arizona. So basic little bathrooms, little sinks, and plenty of units in this one. If you could keep this thing rented, you could probably turn a decent profit. There it looks like some sort of maid service, stairwells, There's that side building, so that's the building they're talking about that they put the new roof on, and there's the building with all the apartments in it. So you get the whole thing for $350,000 out there in Arizona. We're 36 photos into this 56 photo look at the slideshow of this building. There you see that side building, so it might be something you could live in that and rent out the rest. I don't know if you were interested in that type of living situation. They got a big tree out there out front, some shrubs, and some ivy climbing up the walls there. So kind of nice to see ivy climbing up the brick there. I like that look, but you know, it's not high end, but if you could get these rented and get a nice payment coming in. See, that one looks a little bit nicer, some fresh paint on that one. So they may have put some money into some of these units. Or this might be that separate building, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where you'd have to take a walk through of this one. But $350,000 out there in sunny Arizona. It would be a fun little investment if you had the dough. So something to think about. That's the last of those photos. So that's the first of 3 we're going to look at. That one was in Douglas, Arizona. Again, 10 bedrooms, 4 baths, 10,800 square foot for $350,000. So kind of a nice little investment property if you could keep those things rented out. I don't know, it didn't look like it was that nice living conditions, but you know, if you charged a cheap enough rent, you could probably keep that thing rented out and make a decent amount of money, since the buy cost is only $350,000. If you don't like that one as an investment, the good news is we got 2 more to show you. Let's take a look at the next one. Here's a look at this next building. Again, this one is in sunny Arizona. This one is priced at $299,000 and $999. 501 South Main Street, Snowflake, Arizona 85937. Snowflake, Arizona, that sounds fun. $1,658 was the monthly estimated payment. And over here it says 0 baths, but it's a 7,200 square foot building. So they're calling this one a single family. It is under the Zestimate. The Zestimate is 305.8 and it is priced at 299.9. So under what their Zestimate is. Built in 1969. This one's been a while. $42 per square foot, and the square footage on the lot is 8,276. Looks like this one has been on the market for quite a while. 332 days on Zillow with 87 views and just 2 saves. So not a lot of interest in this one. I'm going to read this description off real quick and then we'll get into the photos. I did look at these photos. It looks like a pretty interesting place. Great location on Main Street. Lots of potential for business. 7,200 square foot building that has benefited from major improvements over the last few years. See attached list in associated docs. Extensive electrical work, new AC units, creation of office space, break room space, front showroom office, employee bathrooms, etc. Over $325,000 invested. Wow, and they're only asking $299, so they put a lot of money into this one. The building has been used as a testing lab, but is not limited to such. There are 4 dedicated parking spaces at the south side of the building near lawyer's title. Some street parking, and the current owner leased a dirt lot opposite for extra parking. Owner is willing to carry with $100,000 down. Other terms are negotiable. Interior photos coming soon. Must make an appointment to see motivated seller. So they're motivated on this one. $100,000 down. You could get into this one. Let's take a look at it. All right, here's the first of 29 photos. Again, this one is located in Snowflake, Arizona, and is priced at $299,000, $999. Well, there's that exterior. As you can see, nice little commercial building. Has a little railing as you walk up there. They said some parking, but they leased a lot for additional parking. There's a look at the back entrance, it looks like, and some electrical on the wall there. And there's probably the parking that they're talking about. You get the 4 parking spots as well as that lot, that dirt lot. They leased that if you want additional. Okay, here's a first look at the beginning, the inside of the place. Looks like a little office area with a desk as you enter there. So Pretty messy little setup there, but plenty of space. They got the little marijuana leaf on the screen there, kind of funny. So this was a testing lab. Was it a testing lab for marijuana? I don't know. So there's plenty of office space if you want to turn it into an office like that. That is interesting. And as you can see, that's probably what they used it for. Lots of office space. Lots of boxes. Testing lab is what they had in here before. So we're 9 into 29 photos. Getting a look at this building, 7,200 square feet. There's all kinds of shelving units. I wonder if you get to keep the shelving if you buy it. 100,000 down they want for this to get into this building. And there's a little bathroom, another shot of the bathroom, and another shot of the bathroom. So they were showing off that bathroom for real. There's a hallway, and looks like some lockers in the back. So they have this set up really as a building that you could use as some sort of business. There you see some sinks and more shelving, and there's the look at that sink again. So kind of an industrial type sink. You could definitely clean some dishes in that thing. And looks like the break room. So they had some sort of business running in here, but they're looking to sell this one. Motivated to sell, they said. There's the testing lab that they're talking about. So a lot of good materials in here. I wonder what they're going to do with all that if you buy this. Some nice tabletops. Some stainless steel tables there, and a little area in the back that's caged off. You wonder what that's in the back there. All the stuff they want under lock and key. Some hazardous materials here. You see the big barrel. You wonder what goes in there. So they definitely have some space in this thing if you want to use it as a testing lab. Obviously they had some sort of business operating out of here, but a nice big building out there. Was it Snowflake, Arizona? 299,999. There you see it. There's the entryway again. So that's the second of 3 we're going to show you today. Again, that was 501 South Main Street, Snowflake, Arizona. 299,999 for a 7,200 square foot building. So a lot of square footage in that one. They use that as a testing lab. They're motivated to sell that one, and they're looking for 100,000 down. But it looks like it's been on the market quite some time, and there's not really much interest. So you wonder why, but it seems like a good deal to me. What do you guys think? We're going to look at this last one, and this one kind of intrigued me. All right, here's a look at the last one we're going to show you today in sunny Arizona. This one is priced at $350,000. 239 West Lone Ranger Trail, Tonto Basin, Arizona, 85553. Estimated monthly payment on this one was $1,973. And the Zestimate down here is $324,400, so they're still above the Zestimate. Built in 2014, $53 per square foot, and you get 1.39 acre lot on this one. No homeowners association. Again, this is 6,600 square foot. As you see here, this one has been on the market quite a while. 306 days here on Zillow with 692 views and just 19 saves. So we got a quick little description here, and then we'll get into the photos. Not a lot of photos to this one, but this is an interesting possibility out there. A lot of square footage on this one. And it is out there a ways, but it's interesting. It says what's special on this one. It's a 6,600 square foot steel building, 110 rather by 60 wide, 110 by 60 wide, sitting on 1.39 acres. A 4-bedroom septic tank has been installed. Borders Tonto National Forest to the west and borders Tonto Basin IGA to the south. Water and power are available. Lots of possibilities. That's all it says here. Lots of possibilities for this 6,600 square foot steel building, 110 by 60. So you'll see what this looks like on 1.39 acres. Let's take a look. Alright, so just 6 photos of this one. I guess it's not a lot to show off in terms of photos, but there you see it, that large building out there in the middle of Arizona. And you can see it has the open doors. I don't know if that's have any rolling doors where you could close this off, or you might have to purchase those, but a gigantic building, 6,000 square foot, 6,600 to be exact. Let's take a look at the rest of these photos. There you see another view of it. Nice steel built building out there in Arizona. Plenty of space. You could fill that with whatever. I'm not sure what you want to do out there, but there you see it, the steel building. Looks like to be having concrete flooring in there, so a nice big open space. You could do a lot with this building. I'm not sure what you would do with something out there in the middle of this Arizona desert area. So Tonto Basin is where it is, out there by the National Forest, they said. So plenty of space. They got a car in there, so those open doorways, you could add some doors to that, I guess, if you wanted to close off this building. But they have the big open ones where you could put an RV in there probably if you wanted to, drive it right in and have a nice space to store it. If you wanted to kind of live, work out of this space, you could have a nice RV in there, do your thing, whatever you want to do, run a business out of there. And there's a look at the far end, all those open doorways. I guess garage doors would go in there to close that off if you'd want to invest in that. But nice building. There you see the 1.3 acres. So you get some acreage with this one as well. There you see that sunny Arizona shining down on that roof. And this one is fairly new construction. I forget what it said, but we'll take a look at it a little later. That's 506. They got one more photo here for you. And there it is, under that sunshine of Arizona, out there in the middle of Tonto Basin is where it's called. So there you saw, that's the last one we're going to show you. 6,600 square foot warehouse out there in Tonto Basin, Arizona. West Lone Ranger Trail, if you want to check that out, 239 is the number on that. 1,973 per month if you want to finance that. 350,000 purchase price on that. That was built in 2014. We were kind of wondering that, on 1.39 acres. So fairly new construction, not too old, less than, was it 10 years old or so. $53 per square foot. And the Zestimate was a little bit below what they're asking. The Zestimate was $324,400, and they're asking $350,000. So you could probably make an offer on that one, especially since it's been on the market quite some time. Out there in Tonto Basin, Arizona. So I don't know much about Tonto Basin, but leave it in the comments. Let me know which of these three you think is the best investment. Yeah, let me know which one you think was the best investment. Was it this one here, $350,000 for the 10,000 square foot kind of apartment building in Douglas, Arizona? We saw that one. You keep that one rented, had the new roof on that side building. Or maybe you like this one, that 7,200 square foot in Snowflake, Arizona. $299,900 for that one. Kind of had that setup where that kind of testing lab was in there. But a lot of possibilities. You clean that one out, it would be a nice looking building. 501 Main Street in Snowflake, Arizona. Or maybe you like this one, that 350,000, 6,600 square foot building out there on 239 West Lone Ranger Trail in Tonto Basin, Arizona. Did you like that one? Let me know in the comments section. So hopefully you guys liked this quick look at some commercial properties out there in Arizona. I guess some of these could be live work type of things, but we've looked at Texas, we've looked at New Mexico, and now we're getting our first look at Arizona. I do search Arizona quite often, but we don't search by square footage that much. It's kind of interesting to see those big buildings out there that you can get for pretty cheap prices. You know, $350,000, under $350,000 for these. That one was actually $299,900. So pretty decent purchase price out there if you want to make an investment in some Arizona property with a nice big building on it. So something to think about. You want to be a snowbird, there's some options for you. You could work out there half the year and work in Washington the rest of the year. That's where I'm located, Washington State. We're kind of just taking a look at what's out there on the market, seeing what's out there in some different states. And if you like this sort of thing, you can check out my other videos. House Hunting with Brian, that's what we're calling this segment, as we kind of see what's out there in other states other than Washington State. We want to try to escape the rain one of these days and get a little rental out there in one of these states. In sunny Arizona is always appealing. So there's 3 properties to consider. Let me know in the comment section which one you liked. Put either Douglas, Snowflake, or Tonto Basin. Let me know which one is your favorite. Of course, if you like these types of videos, I do these House Hunting with Brian segments quite often, so all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified next time one of these videos drop. Thanks for watching this one to the very end. Again, my name is Brian Kingsbury. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.